Unfortunately, the Ronda Rousey situation in WWE just keeps getting sadder. At the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, Ronda Rousey got cashed in on by Liv Morgan, and Ronda lost her SmackDown Women's Championship. This was a very sad moment for not only Ronda's fans, but for Ronda Rousey herself. But less than 24 hours after the pay-per-view went off the air, we now have more information why Ronda Rousey lost her championship. According to rumors, Liv Morgan, yes, was supposed to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but she was not supposed to cash in on Ronda. Liv was going to hold the briefcase for several months and possibly until WrestleMania. The decision to have Liv Morgan do a successful cash-in on Ronda Rousey wasn't decided until minutes before the pay-per-view went on the air. And this is because Ronda Rousey's career in WWE could be coming to a sad end. Just prior to the pay-per-view going on the air, Ronda Rousey had a secret meeting with Vince McMahon. In this meeting, she talked about how she believed that her wrestling career was taking away time from her baby, and she wasn't able to be the best mother possible. And she thought she could balance her wrestling career with being a mother to a newborn baby, but she was quickly realizing that for her, it just wasn't possible. So she had this meeting with Vince McMahon where she revealed some very shocking news, and that is that she was going to quit WWE, and the Money in the Bank pay-per-view would be her final wrestling match ever. And Ronda told Vince McMahon that she had some ideas of how to take the title off of her. And Ronda's idea was, well, you're going to have Liv win the briefcase. Instead of her holding it for months, have her cash in tonight on me, and I'll drop the title to Liv. Ronda wanted to do this as a favor to Liv because Ronda and her have become friends, and how it was sad that she had never become a champion. So Ronda wanted to help out her friend and give her the greatest gift of all, and that is a championship. Vince McMahon was very upset that Ronda was telling him that she was going to retire, but the way Ronda's contract was written, Ronda had the option to quit anytime she wanted. And unfortunately, she was quitting after the pay-per-view came to an end. Vince had no choice but to let Ronda quit, and Vince liked the idea of having Liv cash in on Ronda and giving Liv the title. Now that we know the truth, if you go back and you look at the aftermath of the Liv versus Ronda cash-in, you can see how Ronda Rousey knew that this was it. This was the end of her WWE career. And that's why she hugged Liv Morgan so tightly. And Ronda held up Liv's hand and then walked out of the arena. And according to rumors, that's the last time we're ever going to see Ronda Rousey in WWE. There is a huge update about the mystery vignette that aired during the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Many fans wondered what exactly was this mystery vignette all about, and which wrestler was it for? Well, after the pay-per-view went off the air, it was rumored that it was supposed to be Edge. Edge, of course, was the head of the Judgment Day faction, but then Edge didn't like the direction it was going in behind the scenes, so he requested to WWE officials that he be removed from it. And that indeed happened as Finn Balor became the new head of the faction, and Edge has been gone from WWE ever since. But this, according to rumors, was supposed to be a vignette for a new repackaged Edge, and soon he would return with a new revamped character. But fans were quick to take to social media to say that this vignette reminded them of many of the different video packages that WWE did for Bray Wyatt and The Fiend in the past several years. And that's why many fans thought it was The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Well, WWE took notice about how many people were talking about this vignette and how many thought it was for Bray Wyatt, and how excited fans got when they thought it was for Bray Wyatt. Because WWE also noticed that when fans heard that it might be Edge, that they were kind of let down, because they thought, well, Edge is already in WWE and he kind of already has a dark persona. Why is this really any different? We thought this was Bray Wyatt. That's who we want it to be. And WWE, who has been hit with many different wrestlers not being able to wrestle, including Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns moving to a part-time schedule, and Sasha Banks, who has pretty much left the company. So WWE is definitely looking for new stars to take these wrestlers' places. And they saw how much talk and buzz this vignette was getting in connection with a possible Bray Wyatt return. Right now, WWE officials are actually changing plans based on the reaction to this mystery vignette. Yes, it was supposed to be Edge, but now they're actually trying to figure out a way to re-sign Bray Wyatt and have him be basically in a tag team with Edge. And then this new tag team of Edge and The Fiend Bray Wyatt would go up against Judgment Day. And of course, Judgment Day right now is Damian Priest and Finn Balor. This is because Rhea Ripley is out of action. So this would make sense for Judgment Day, who's a two-man faction, basically a tag team, go up against Edge and his partner, who would be The Fiend Bray Wyatt. And if the current buzz on social media for Bray Wyatt's return to WWE is any indication, his return to WWE will be a huge success. What are your thoughts about the rumor that Ronda Rousey has quit WWE? And what are your thoughts about the mystery vignette and the rumor that now The Fiend Bray Wyatt will join Edge in a brand new faction? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.